Welcome to Dateline Schools, a presentation of St. Clair County RESA, with your host, Chris Troy.
All too often, you only hear negative things about high school students. Well, here at St. Clair County Tech, there are some amazing students doing some amazing things to help in their community. The National Technical Honor Society are a group of students here at Tech who are working hard to make a difference. And to tell us all about it is St. Clair County Tech councilor Lane Robinson. Lane, thanks so much for being with us this week.
Sure, thanks for having me, Chris.
So the National Technical Honor Society, give me a little back history about this program.
This is actually our 11th year of NTHS here at Tech. I started it way back when, and it truly has grown in leaps and bounds year after year. Our membership gets bigger and bigger. Our students have to have at least a 3.5 GPA. They have to have a year's worth of experience here at Tech before they can join. And then once they're invited to join, then of course it's their senior year. We have elections, and I think you're going to be speaking with some of my elected officers a little bit later too. So we have elections where they actually have to run a campaign. They have to do a speech in front of the student body, and the student body from all 9 school districts that we have are the ones that actually vote and elect our officers. So it's gotten bigger every year. This year's class, the class of 2024, is the biggest class that we've ever had. I believe we're over 179 students, and we're actually going to earn some more when we get to second semester when some first-year seniors will join. But it just gets bigger and bigger every year, and I love that.
Lane, with so many different programs and so many different schools, what made you think to start an honor society here at Tech?
You know, I saw online other schools that had these, and of course you always talk about the honor societies that are at the regular high schools. So when I found out there was something specific for Tech students, I thought I really want to make sure that we get a chance to honor our kids, because they do so much here, and like a lot of people don't realize how much work Tech kids do, and really like it's kind of ironic. Our biggest community service project is called Tech Kids Care. And like, I really wanted to just tap into that, because what I found year after year is Tech kids really do care about the community and about doing charity work and whatnot. And that's really the cornerstone of National Technical Honor Society, is giving back to the community. So I started small, but like I said, year after year, it got bigger and bigger. And it's amazing what these kids will do like for their community and for their school community too.
So, Lane, when you think of honor societies in regular schools, part of the thing that they always do is community service. Is there something that the National Technical Honor Society does here at Tech that fills that bill?
Absolutely. One of the main cornerstones of the National Technical Honor Society is service to the community. So that's really the basis that we form our group on here. And our flagship community service project that we do every year is called Tech Kids Care. It has also grown year after year as we do this. This year, there's 3 components to Tech Kids Care. Number 1 is we do donations of clothing, toiletry items. We've done that. And there's a competition among every single program in the entire building, and they earn points for different items. One week they might have coats. Another week they might have pants. Another week they might have socks and underwear, and they earn points for bringing in donations. That's the first leg in this competition. The second leg is Salvation Army bell ringing. We started a relationship with Salvation Army 3 years ago. This is our 3rd year, giving our kids the opportunity to be official Salvation Army bell ringers. Those iconic figures that we all see and love outside of the stores during the holiday season. And our kids have loved volunteering to be Salvation Army bell ringers. So kids can earn points for their classes by signing up for shifts for that. And then, of course, the 3rd leg that we added this year to Tech Kids Care was the polar bear plunge. That came back after a 3-year hiatus. We're very excited that the Kiwanis Club has brought back and revived the Port Huron polar bear plunge. So we did really well with that this year. We met our goals, and we ended up with our biggest crowd that we have ever had this year, with over 200 kids from Tech going and tackling the plunge.
Joining us now is National Technical Honor Society Vice President Jenna Delia to help us get a student's perspective on the organization. Jenna, thanks so much for being with us this week.
Oh, thank you.
So Jenna, why did you want to get involved in the National Technical Honor Society?
Because I knew that this society makes a difference in our school and all the good things that we can do for not just the school but our community around us. So I wanted to get into it to be able to help others and to be able to make a difference in my school.
And Jenna, what grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year. I'm 12th grade.
So have you been coming to Tech for the last couple years then?
The last 2 years, yes.
And what program are you in?
I'm a cosmetology student, so I'm here a little longer than everybody else.
Cosmetology. What brought you into that?
Funny story, actually. I started cutting my dad's hair over COVID, and that led me to want to do it for more than just my family.
You mentioned earlier about it's important to help out the community, but how do you work together as a team to kind of make that happen? Do you guys sit down and decide what can we do as a fundraiser, or the fundraiser's already planned? Tell me a little bit about how this all works.
So Mr. Robinson has a lot of our fundraisers already planned out for us, but we get to organize them and we get to talk to all the people in leadership and to be able to set up when we take in supplies, what supplies are most needed, what money needs to be raised, and how we can do the most amount of work to be able to get the most amount of money or the most amount of donations from our school and from bell ringing as well.
So I'm guessing since you do the same events every year, do you try to look at last year's numbers and say, what can we do to beat those?
Yes, we do. Every year we're trying to beat more and more, especially with bell ringing. This year we raised $9,292 from the Salvation Army Bell Ringers. So that's just from the students at Tech raising money and doing shifts during bell ringing.
Afternoon Tech National Technical Honor Society President Jayla Krosnicki has now joined us to give her perspective on the society. Jayla, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
So, National Technical Honor Society, what made you want to be involved in this organization?
Well, I like to be involved with a school and in a community, and personally at my home school, I feel like we don't get as many opportunities to help a society as we do at St. Clair Tech. So when I found out that we were not only going to be helping our school, but our community, I was really intrigued and I wanted to help.
What is it about you that make you want to reach out and help the community?
I believe, and I've always been told, I'm a very stubborn and determined person. I like to get things done, and I like to be known, and I like to help. I always want to be involved.
So, Jayla, what are some of the programs that you guys have done here to earn money to help out the community?
Well, one of our biggest ones is the Polar Plunge. We just came back after going 7 years strong. We hadn't been able to do it in 3 years, and we were this year able to do it. So we raised a record of $7,783 for the Kiwanis Club, which was pretty amazing. And the cut of that we get to give to kids in distress is $4,669.
And for all those people who are calling for snow for Christmas and cooler temperatures, you guys were probably a little happier that the water was a little warmer this year, huh?
Yes, we were. We were hoping for some snow, for some cool pictures and everything, but it was a really great day. Personally, I had never done anything like that, so it's a really cool experience, and I definitely will remember that for the rest of my life.
Jayla, what are some of the hopes for the Technical Honor Society in the future to keep helping organizations or helping groups? What do you think kind of the goals, and are you meeting them?
I just hope that we keep making a difference, and every year we bell ring, we help the Kiwanis Club, we donate to kids in distress, and we always try to make our numbers bigger with money and clothes donations. So I just hope that we keep thriving and kids are still interested, and we just have a lot of people helping in our society to make a difference and bring everybody together.
Lane, we've heard all this week about the Polar Plunge, the bell ringing, and other things that the students do, but just what kind of numbers are we talking about that are generated?
So we really did well this year. In all 3 legs of our community service project, Tech Kids Care, the donations to kids in distress, we delivered 23 vehicles full of items this year. In total, we delivered 31,000 items down to kids in distress. The bell ringers, we had over 480 students and staff complete shifts this year, 265 hours of ringing, and raised over $9,000 for the Salvation Army, which they are very thankful for, by the way. And then, of course, the Polar Bear Plunge, our biggest one ever. We raised $7,783 this year, more than $3,000 more than our previous record. Again, 6 years in a row, we are the number one fundraising team, and I intend on that continuing on out from here. But all of that allows us to give back to the community. So those numbers were fantastic.
So you've generated some great numbers so far this year, and it's only January. Tell me, is the National Honor Society, do they have any other plans or anything else coming up that the public might need to know they're involved in?
Absolutely. We have a couple new projects coming up. The next one we're going to be doing is we do a green school project where we have designated St. Clair Tech as an evergreen school, the highest level you can achieve in the Michigan Green School. They will be working on that in the coming weeks, where all of our programs here will be doing a project about their area and what they can do for green energy. And then the bigger program that we wrap up the year with in May is a project called Treeplenish. This will be our third year doing a Treeplenish project, where we will actually be selling saplings to the public. And they're only $5 a piece. We're going to be doing a marketing blitz here real quick on Treeplenish. But the bottom line is people from all over the county can order saplings for $5 each. And on May 6th, people can come out and pick up their saplings that they ordered, or they can also arrange to have my students go out and deliver their trees and plant them in their yards. Really, this is more about doing right for the community and doing right for sustainability and planting more trees and seeing the difference that that can make right here in St. Clair County.
Lane, if one of our listeners want to learn more information about this or find out how they can help, how can they get a hold of you?
We are going to be uploading an entire website dedicated to our Treeplenish project. So they can just keep an eye on our Facebook page at St. Clair Tech, or they can go to our webpage here at Tech, www.sctec.org, and we will be posting the links to all of our pages there that will give people information about Treeplenish. And we hope a lot of people will order saplings this year.
Well, congratulations to you and your students. You always do such a great job. For Dateline Schools, I'm Chris Troy. Dateline Schools is a presentation of St. Clair County RESA.